guys, so it's Keoshia. I'm back for another Savvy Saturdays. If you guys like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe and share it with all your friends. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so today I'm here to talk about how much do you need for a fully funded emergency fund. If you guys don't know, I recently paid my car off, so I am almost finished with baby step 2. But I have decided to skip the last step of baby step 2, which is my student loans. If you want to know why, I'll go ahead and link it up here somewhere so you guys can check that video out after this one. So your fully funded emergency fund, there is one thing that you need to do first, and you need to decide how many months of emergency fund do you want. You can do 3, 6, or 9. In my opinion, it all depends on your circumstances, how much your bills are, who else you're taking care of, you know, things like that. So we're going to go into how to pick and choose whether you want a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 9-month emergency fund. Okay, you guys, for the 3-month emergency fund, this category falls for these types of people. People who are single, they don't have any dependents, they are finished with baby step 2, and they do not own a home. At that point, 3-month emergency fund should be enough for you to stay afloat if you lose your job or a huge emergency comes up, you have to buy a new car or anything like that. And at that point, you can also think about taking in a roommate, maybe moving in back in with your parents. Because it's only you, it's easier for you to get out of that situation than it would with somebody who owns a house or has dependents and things like that. So if you're single, no dependents, no house note, you probably only need about a 3-month emergency fund. Okay, you guys, so for the 6-month emergency fund category, you are married, you have dependents, and you own a home. In that case, you probably will need a 6-month emergency fund. Now, you will base this 6-month emergency fund off of the biggest earner in the house. So that person's income would be like the one that you calculate the 6-month emergency fund of how much money you will need. Of course, I will do that in the end. But yes, you're married with dependents, 2 paychecks, have a mortgage, live in the suburbs, you know, or whatever the case may be. In that case, you will need a 6-month emergency fund if somebody loses their job. And the reason why is because the other person probably will still be working, and then you'll have 6 months of emergency fund to help offset the person who lost their job. But you will also base that off the person who earns the most amount of money, because if that person loses their job and you make less money than them, then it may take a little struggle to decide, you know, what needs to go, what needs not to go, and how to figure out what to spend money on at that moment for your 6-month emergency fund. So yes, that is what you will need if you're married with dependents and you own a home and you're used to a 2-income family. Okay, and for a 9-month emergency fund, this is for people who, it doesn't matter, you can be single, married, dependents, no dependents. You need 9 months of emergency fund if you are freelance, you are self-employed, you jump from job to job to job, you can't keep a steady job or something like that. It is very important for you to save up 9 months of emergency fund, because it may be far and few between the next job, especially if you're freelance, self-employed, and things like that. So you will definitely need a 9-month emergency fund, because nothing is stable. Anything could throw you off. Your car could break down. Something can happen on your business. You find out you owe a big tax bill. So in that case, you will need to do at least 9 months emergency fund. Okay guys, now that you know whether you need a 3, a 6, or a 9-month emergency fund, let's go ahead and figure out how to calculate how much you need in a fully funded emergency fund for 3, 6, or 9 months. I'm going to use my real numbers and show you how I calculated my emergency fund, and then I'm going to show you why I calculated that way, and if I was doing a 6 or a 9-month or a 10-month emergency fund, then how I come up with these numbers, how I round them up, round them down, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to slide on over and use my handy dandy. Y'all gonna see I have a little poster board back here to write on. Doing some real schooling up in this video. But not for real. I'm gonna put my little poster board up and I'll be right back. Okay you guys, so I'm just gonna use this little poster board to try to show you guys how much you'll need for your 3, your 6, or your 9-month emergency fund. Of course, you're going to take the steps at the beginning of the video to determine whether you need 3, 6, or 9 months, okay? And basically, I'm going to show you based off a 6 month, because that's what I have chosen for my household, but I'm just going to show you real quickly my real numbers and how I calculate it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is your fixed expenses. So fixed expenses are anything that you have to pay regardless of you lose your job or not. Okay, so that includes you know, your lights, your water bill, your gas bill, your garbage, kids tuition, whatever the case may be. Fixed expenses is anything that you do not have a choice of not paying once you lose your job. Okay, now for me, that amount equals to $1,372.07. okay, that's how much my fixed expenses are each and every month with the basic expenses that I have right now. Okay, because I skipped on past baby step 2 and disregarded my student loans, I have to take that into account, that I have to pay them $138.40 every single month. So I have to account for that in my 6-month emergency fund. If you are completely done with debt, then you will not have to include this line. I know some people like to keep credit cards, so that may be something you need to put in this line. Like if you like to keep credit cards and do mileage and all other kind of stuff, like frequent flyer miles, that may be considered still debt or in this category. Okay, and then my second category is, let me write over here, is fixed, debt, and then cash envelopes. Now, my cash envelopes every single month is $585. Okay, while it is $585, I could take this down by $200 because I'm still including my dining out, my fund money for the kids, the commissions, and my personal money. Now these are things that I could cut out, and all of this equals $200. These are things I could cut out if it's necessary. Okay, I know that dining out, fund money, you know, commissions and things like that are not needed when you don't have a job, or you lose your job, or your spouse loses your job, or whatever your case may be. But sometimes you have to think about, you know, putting that extra $200 aside could help you and cushion you somewhere else. But it's up to you and your family. Like I said, I make decisions based on how I feel and how I think. You don't think you need to include these things and make your cash envelopes lower, you can. But of course, the things I am including that are in my cash envelope, we do need groceries. Okay, I do need gas for my car because I'll be going on job interviews and things like that. We do need household money because I will be still having to buy like toilet tissue, wash clothes and things like that because I have kids. If you're single, you know, you may not need all this stuff, I don't know, but that's why that is the stuff I would include, and the stuff at the top is what I could take out if I needed to. So taking out would be $300. So all this would be $385 if I chose it. Okay, so to add this up, so the total of this is $2,095.47. That's how much I need every single month, bare minimum bone, to survive if I lose my job. Okay, that is what I need. I need $2,095.47. That is to keep my house running smoothly, people not, you know, getting mad because there ain't no food, or I can't get gas to get to job interviews, things like that. And people are bill collectors are calling. I don't need any of them type of, when you lose your job, you don't need any type of problems like that. So you don't want people calling you, telling you, you owe me this, and you know you don't have it because you ain't got no job. Okay, so 6 months for me, I need to multiply this number by 6 months in order to determine how much money I need in my fully funded emergency fund to survive without a job for 6 months and still run my household pretty much the way it is right now. Okay, so when I multiply that times 6, this will equal $12,572.82. This is how much money I need in order to run my household smoothly without any problems for 6 months straight with no job, with no problems, no getting nervous, no trying to, you know, figure it out, blah, blah, blah. I got 6 months, $12,000, okay? So let's go up and look at some other scenarios, because as you guys know, if you saw my, I hate when stuff is crooked, sorry. So as you know, I am going to do $15,000 for my fully funded emergency fund. That's how much money I'm going to save, and it's going to equal about 7 to 8-ish months for me, no job, okay? And I say ish because at that point, say I'm at 6 months, okay, and I still haven't found a job and I have 2 more months worth of money, I'll probably end up taking this $200 out and bringing it down something, so you can maybe give me a 7, 8-ish, sort of like 2 more months to just bang it out and try to find a job, any job, whatever I need to do, because basically I'm down to the wire. Okay, now I know you guys like, well, why would you do 15,000 when this is closer to 13? I'm just like a numbers person. I like good whole numbers. $15,000 for me is good. Now, I would really, if I was looking at 9 months, then I basically would need $18,859.23 to get me 9 months of emergency fund. My ultimate goal is to have $20,000 in my emergency fund, and that will give me 10-ish, another ish months. No problem, no worries to find a job. This is my ultimate goal right here, but this is my current goal right here. So I can deal with 15,000, but I would love to have 20. So it just depends on you and what you need. At the moment, because I have other goals, like I still have to pay off my house, I have a kid in college, I have a middle schooler, she may soon be going to college, then I need to have $15,000 in case anything comes up with them, but I would love to have $20,000 in the bank. So that is how you guys would calculate and come up with your fully funded emergency fund based on a 3, 6, or 9 month plan based on your income, your needs, and your status within your household. Okay, you guys, so that is how you determine whether you need a 3, 6, or 9 month emergency fund. That is how you calculate how much in emergency fund you will need. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, share it with anybody who you think needs these information, you know, pass it along, whatever the case may be. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.